It is becoming increasingly a problem to keep track of all of the electric cars and SUVs that are expected to hit the market over the next few years. Others are still concept cars or still in the early stages of development, whereas a number of forthcoming electric vehicles have already been officially unveiled with the promised specifications and launch dates. EVs of all sizes and shapes are starting to manifest in rapid succession, whether it's a fully electric version of an existing automobile, an optional electric powertrain that becomes available as part of a vehicle's makeover, or a brand new electric vehicle that has been designed from the ground up to be fully electric from the beginning. We'll dive into the most interesting and innovative electric vehicles that will be on the market in 2023 and 2024 and will be priced to fit a variety of consumer budgets. There is a probability that some of these electric vehicles include variants that have not been seen before. Now that we've established this, it's time to investigate the information that is currently available concerning a variety of electric cars and SUVs that are expected to soon be available for purchase. The electric vehicle EV sector is currently being led by Tesla today. There are a number of other automobile manufacturers that have fallen behind Tesla, but there is no reason to expect that they will give up the battle to develop the best electric vehicle anytime soon. In this video, we'll talk about the exciting forthcoming electric vehicles that are anticipated to compete with each and every Tesla model already available. Examples include the Model 3, Model S, and Model Y, as well as the soon-to-be-released Tesla Cybertruck, NIO ET5. NIO, a Chinese manufacturer of electric vehicles, has introduced the ET5, a more compact version of its ES6 sports utility vehicle and ET7 saloon. This year's NIO Day event included the ET5. This all-electric hatchback measures 185 inches in length, which is around the same length as a Tesla Model 3 in terms of length. The ET5 will begin delivering vehicles to consumers in China beginning in the fall of 2022. The ET5 will be available with 3 distinct battery capacities to choose from: 75, 100, and 150 kilos per hour, respectively. NIO claims that the Ultralong, the world's largest battery pack, has a range of 600 miles on the Chinese testing cycle, which is the longest testing cycle in the world. On the other hand, this would almost certainly result in a somewhat lower score on the testing cycle that is administered by the EPA. The ET5's dual-motor all-wheel drive system enables it to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds, making it one of the fastest cars on the market. NIO anticipates that the initial cost will be $52,000. However, clients who register for the battery service offered by the company will be eligible for a discount up to $10,985 off the total price of their purchase. Chevrolet Silverado EV, because it has a mid-gate design, customers of the 2024 Chevrolet Silverado EV will be able to lower a wall that is located between the bed and the cabin, which will allow for more storage space to be created. This wall gives the vehicle a more conventional appearance than an electric pickup truck. Both the Chevrolet Silverado EV and the outrageous GMC Hummer EV have the same electric drivetrain at their disposal. The Chevrolet Avalanche pickup truck, which was available in the early 2000s but is no longer manufactured, might come to mind for some people when they see this feature because it has been discontinued. The large battery pack may be able to provide a range of up to 400 miles on a single charge, while DC fast charging technology may be able to provide 100 miles in just 10 minutes. Both of these possibilities have been proposed. The maximum payload that the Silverado EV is capable of hauling is 13,000 pounds, and it has a maximum towing capacity of 10,000 pounds. It is possible to generate up to 664 horsepower thanks to the utilization of dual electric motors, and it comes standard with all-wheel drive. The Silverado EV will initially be made available in the WT Trail Boss and RST trims at the time of its launch. Chevrolet has stated, however, that additional mid-range options will be added at a later date in order to complete the vehicle's offering. On the other hand, the WT model would set you back an eye-popping $39,900 before taxes and other additional costs were factored in. The company claims that the Polestar 5 will enter production in the year 2024 and will be available for purchase at that time. In the past, Polestar had developed a concept vehicle called the Polestar 5, which was a strikingly futuristic automobile. It is anticipated that the Polestar 5 will be an entirely new automobile for the company and that it will be predicated on the exceptional Precept concept. In its more compact form, the Polestar 2 can be compared to this device. The Polestar 5 is planned to be propelled by a pair of electric motors, one of which will be mounted in the front of the vehicle and the other will be installed in the back of the vehicle, respectively. The Polestar 2 was able to produce a combined 402 horsepower and accelerate from 0 to 60 kilometers per hour in less than 4.1 seconds when tested on a test track. Because of this, everyone believes that the Polestar 5 will be even more impressive than they had anticipated. There will be increased competition for the performance of the Tycoon and the Model S. models from the 5, each of which is anticipated to have a higher horsepower rating and be a little bit shorter than the other 2. There is currently no information that has been made available to the general public regarding the cost of the automobile. On the other hand, in today's market, opulent interiors and electric powertrains do not come cheap at all. When these two factors are taken into account, the probability that the initial price will be in the six-figure range increases significantly. Kia EV6, the Tesla Model Y, now has a suitable rival in the form of the Kia EV6, which is an outstanding alternative. The EV6 is the more conventional choice between the two, so if you like the technology that is in that car but are not a fan of the retro-futuristic design, the EV6 is the better choice for you. Although the EV7 is the more opulent of the two options, the EV8 has a more menacing stance and is positioned lower to the ground. Because of this, the car's handling has improved, and it is now much easier to react quickly to changing road conditions. This is because the suspension has been beefed up. If you are looking for a car that is capable of traveling long distances, you'll want to choose the long-range RWD model because it has the greatest range of up to 328 miles with its 77.4 kilowatt-hour battery and is the best option for you. If you are looking for a car that is capable of traveling long distances, you'll want to choose the long-range RWD model. Its acceleration from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 7 minutes and 2 seconds is adequate for most circumstances. When using a public charger that has a high enough first-stage charging capability, the battery of any model can be charged from 10% to 80% in approximately 20 minutes. This is possible even when using a slower charger. The dual-curved 12.3-inch touchscreen displays that serve as the centerpiece of the dashboard contribute to the attractive appearance of the interior of this vehicle. These displays have a curved design and measure in inches. You can get the base model for somewhere in the neighborhood for $40,900 if you want to buy it. Ram 1500 EV. It is anticipated that Ram will, sometime in 2024, launch an all-electric variant of its iconic 1500 full-size pickup truck. The launch window for this model is not specified. Even though it won't immediately replace the model that runs on gasoline, it is abundantly clear that the vehicle's future lies in battery electric propulsion. This is the case despite the fact that the current model is powered by gasoline. There is not much information that is currently available regarding the automobile that is now a part of Stellantis at this time. The only two pieces of information that are known about it are that it will operate on a new platform and that it will provide rapid charging of up to 150 kilowatts, a trip energy meter, a finder for charging stations, preconditioning, and numerous driving modes are typically included as standard equipment in electric vehicles. It is believed that Ram is aiming for a range of at least 500 miles with their new electric vehicle. The new Ford F-150 Lightning has a maximum range of 300 miles, while the GMC Hammer EV has a range of 350 miles. These numbers are provided as a point of comparison. Ram is putting its money where its mouth is in the hopes of eventually redefining this market segment and is doing so by putting its money where its mouth is. At this point in time, information regarding the price, trim levels, and available options for the 2024 Ram 1500 EV have not been made public. However, our best educated guess is that the starting price of the F-150 Lightning will be $42,000, and we anticipate that this price will continue to rise over the course of the following few years. As a consequence of this, we anticipate that the base price of the electric Ram 1500 will be relatively close to $45,000. The Ford Explorer is currently the most popular three-row SUV that is sold in the United States, and the automaker is working on developing an electric version of the vehicle. The introduction of an electric version of the Ford Explorer won't take place until the year 2024, according to the automaker who will be producing it. However, in spite of the fact that there is no official explanation, it is not difficult to deduce the rationale behind the decision to postpone the event. Ford will need to increase production by a factor of 3 in order to meet the demand from customers for the Mustang Mach-E electric crossover. This will allow the automaker to satisfy the demand from customers. It is possible to increase output by a factor of 3 by taking over production at an additional facility and putting the Mustang Mach-E to use there. This is the most efficient way to do so. Unfortunately, Ford has not yet provided any information regarding the Explorer EV's specifications or the amount of horsepower it will have. However, as a point of comparison, the driving range of the Mach Electric E, which will be among its competitors, varies depending on the setup and could go as far as 305 miles if it is configured properly. If it is not properly configured, the driving range will be significantly less. Although the precise location of the Explorer is unknown at this time, there is a growing field of electric vehicle competitors who have ranges ranging from 250 to 300 miles, which will force the Explorer to outperform such numbers. In addition to this, the range of the Tesla Model X has been increased to 332 miles. We will have to wait in order to find out what the costs will be because there have been no official figures released that are based on any projections as of yet. In 2024, an electric version of the GMC Hummer, which was one of the most famous off-road vehicles of the 20th century, is scheduled to go into production. The name of the vehicle is going to be the GMC Hummer EV. Even though GMC is the current owner of the Hummer trademark, the distinctive appearance of these vehicles as well as their exceptional off-road capabilities have been faithfully recreated in the form of electric vehicles. The most powerful Hummer EV SUV is said to have an acceleration time of approximately 3.5 seconds when going from 0 to 60 miles per hour, despite the fact that it is both large and heavy. The most likely range for maximum torque ratings in the real world will be somewhere between 1,000 and 1,100 pound-feet. The existence of a massive battery pack with a capacity of 200 kilowatt-hours has been confirmed by General Motors. Despite the fact that neither the official measurements nor the actual capacity of the space that can be utilized have been disclosed to the public, although the electric SUV is said to have a range of more than 300 miles when it is driven on a single charge. It is possible to charge it at up to 300 kilowatts, which is a rate that is considered to be extremely rapid. The information regarding the prices that will be charged for the 2024 Hummer EV SUV has been made public, and GMC is currently accepting orders for the vehicle. Aston Martin has stated in the past that the Lagonda all-terrain automobile will begin at a price of $79,995 USD. This information was obtained from the company's website. Due to the fact that Lagonda will be an all-electric brand, it won't be necessary for the company's designers to leave room in the front of the vehicle for one of the powerful engines that the business manufactures. Although it lacks the sedan's long overhang, elegant lines, and coach-hinged back door, the all-terrain is still an attractive vehicle despite these deficiencies. Everyone who enters or exits the vehicle will have the impression that they are a great deal more important than they actually are. This will occur whether the vehicle is moving or not. Earlier rumors suggested that the car would be equipped with an all-wheel drive system as well as a battery pack that would be installed underneath the body of the vehicle. Andy Palmer, the chief executive officer of Aston Martin, has stated in the past that he anticipates electric vehicles will operate in a manner that will be comparable to that of gasoline automobiles. This is something that Andy Palmer has stated in the past. In addition, he stated that he believes battery packs will be able to provide a touring range that is in line with expectations. Aston Martin has not disclosed any of the vehicle's technical characteristics, despite the company's claims that the Lagonda all-terrain will have a driving range of more than 500 kilometers, 300 miles between rechargings. It is anticipated that the Lagonda all-terrain SUV will begin at a starting price of $176,900, which is significantly higher than the beginning prices of the vehicles that compete with it.